Siamo all'ultimo intervento, la signora Karina Hagg, membro dell'Assemblea parlamentare del Consiglio d'Europa in rappresentanza della Svezia e componente della sottocommissione ad hoc costituita per partecipare alla conferenza, membro della Commissione per le varie opportunità tra donne e uomo, Commissione giuridica e dei diritti dell'uomo, sottocommissione sulla violenza contro le donne, vicepresidente della sottocommissione per la partecipazione paritaria di donne e uomini al processo decisionale. Le passo la parola.
Mr. President, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, over the past few months I had the chance to look into the situation of women in several countries in the south and east shores of the Mediterranean. I closely followed the event in Tunisia and Egypt as well as in Libya and in the rest of the Arab world. I, like anyone else in Europe, who cares for democracy and human rights. And I also could say that I personally stand on the Tahrir Square, the time for the revolution. I think it's important that we, the parliamentarians, also show concrete solidarity and also comes to Cairo and learn and listen and understand. And I also spend my time last week together with women from Libya in the time when the message comes about that Gaddafi had been kept and then also have been killed. And it was an emotional situation and time. But they also told me that they don't only take part in the revolution. They were the first in the street. They were the first to take a leading role in the revolution in Libya. I think that's quite interesting to listen to. And I also have this in Tunisia. I have also been rapporteur for opinion of the Committee of Equal Opportunities for Women and Men of the Parliamentarian Assembly in the recent report of the Palestinian National Council. As you might be aware, this parliamentary body and the Parliamentarian of Morocco applied for the status of Partnership for Democracy within the Parliamentarian Assembly. The status of Partners for Democracy allows the partners' parliament to take part in the works of the Assembly to require basis. It also implies a commitment to promoting the values of Council of Europe, including gender equality. Both candidates were granted the new status, with agreement of all the committees directly involved and an overwhelming majority within the Parliament. Women's rights are one of the pillars of our organizations, and therefore they were among the main criteria required by the procedures to grant the status. The situation of women was different in these two cases. Both present shortcomings in law and practice, but also positive development and a real political will to make future progress. At the Assembly, we all hope that the other Mediterranean countries will soon follow these two pioneers, as the Partnership for Democracy status is an innovative tool which will strengthen the cooperation and help building a consolidating democracy in our neighborhood, and we will have them to closer friends and neighbors. Women have an important role to play in a political change. I think a woman can drive the changes. This has been appeared in the Middle East. The situation in particular is challenging. In mention on several associations, the example of the contribution that women give the peace building in that area. They all are active in the civil society on both sides. I recall, that, for example, two women, Naomi Shazad, Israel, and the Palestinian Sumaya Fatah Nasser, who launched the partnership between Palestinian and Israel Women's Organization during the first Intifada. The special partnership called the Jerusalem Link. The two partners organizations carried out initiatives separately, but addressed the needs of women on either side. But they also ran various joint peace-building projects. The role of women was also crucial and visible. So during the Arab Spring a few months ago, we have seen women together with men take an active part in the uprising in Tunisia and Egypt and a number of other countries in North Africa and beyond. I also can add that I take part in we invite to Stockholm the oppositions from Syria, but also in the diaspora. So we can take many initiatives. Unfortunately, in the following month, we have noted negative signs which are a great concern to me and all of us who are particularly for the situation of women. After women had prominent position in the uprising, afterwards their engagement seems to lose momentum or, to tell the truth, to be less welcome. Women were attacked in Cairo, wheel marching to commemorate International Women's Day. Gangs of men told women to go back home. The same happened in Tunisia, or several associations when women groups manifest to demand equality. This might be just an isolated episode, but they could be a signal that also emerging democracy force disagreed gender equality all through the envisaged placing women in a subordinate position. The position which they have occupied for a long time, especially in this region. It is not, mind you, the first time that women will take part in a mass movement in Northern Africa. As long ago as 1919, women in Cairo marched against the British rule. In several countries, women contribute to fight for national independence. However, this was not enough or secure the position in society on an equal footing with men. This time is different. We all agree that the democratic change should benefit men as well as women. Freedom and democracy should be for all, and women are aware of this on both of the northern and southern shore of the Mediterranean. In some countries, the mission is to conquer the rights for women. In others, to consolidate those which were acquired in the past. In some cases, there are a risk. In recent years, we had example of women seeing the situation change for the worst after the fall of dictators, in the case of Iraq. The Council of Europe and other organizations have offered their help to assist countries in democratic transition. The wonderful opportunity that North African countries have to establish consolidate democracy is also an unmissable chance for women to have their rights recognized. In turn, we all, parliamentarians, representatives of government, civil society, we have an opportunity to support this process. The Council of Europe is doing its utmost. The Parliamentary Assembly is cooperating with the new partners and is participating in the observance of election of capital importance of the democratic transition process, such as those in Tunis last weekend. The Venice Commission is assisting some countries of the region in the field to constitutional and legislative reforms. This is where gender equality must be enhanced. The North-South Center's core mission of cooperation with our southern neighborhoods is gaining new meaning and new momentum. This seminar shows that the Center is determined to continue on this path. Recognizing the right of women to fully participate in the life of their country is one of the biggest challenges for North Africa. We must stand ready to help reach the goal. And then the famous female writer Nawal al-Saadawi told me, we can't see it straight line. The revolution and the democratic development will go in a zigzag line, but for the future. Thank you.